Let's get into it. Hit the thumbs up button, y'all.
Would you got somebody else hair on your head with
Ooh.
that stupid ass cowboy hat? What you think? You think you bad?
Technology has advanced so much that you can really find love online. Most people meet on the internet and go on to have successful relationships. And this could be the same case with Facebook dating and Tinder and platforms like that. The beauty about it is that they have a robust database of other people, just like you, who would like to meet and share their life experiences with you. And if they don't like you or like what they see on your profile, they can just swipe left and they never have to see you again. And the good part about it is you never have to hear why they swiped left. Or you don't have to hear what Tinder thinks about your situation. The reality is Tinder doesn't care as long as you pay the money. They'll let you stay on the platform. But the problem is this. What if you were on Tinder and as you were putting in your situation, your height, your weight, your criminal record, Tinder would start saying things like this. Why are you so black? Or why are you so fat? Or why are you so ugly? Or why are you so dumb? You probably wouldn't want to spend your time on such a judgmental platform. And the reason is you wouldn't even care about the new audience. You would just care about the fact that the platform you're looking for is disrespecting you. They shouldn't care about your life. After all, you're just trying to shoot your shot with whoever wants to deal with you, right?
He's right, you know.
Rewind! But if your Kendra G is different. Now she has the dating app and then she also has the show. And you can get on there a few times a week. And if you're looking for a mate on the show, then you're gonna have to go through some scrutiny. Like this guy. This guy is 35 years old. He has 4 kids and 1 on the way. Also, he did some time in the feds. He just got out. But then there's more. He has 5 kids by 5 different women, ages 18, 15, 13, 7, and 4.
Damn.
And he's coming on to Kendra G looking for a mate.
Huh?
Yeah, and get this. The girl that he has pregnant right now is allowing him to seek a new mate to go into their polyamorous relationship.
Damn.
Again, Kendra G is supposed to be like Tinder or Plenty of Fish. She should be basically just collecting the information without any confirmation bias because after all, Kendra G will not date him, but somebody might. But instead of doing that, Kendra G takes another approach.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 35.
You told me that, I'm sorry. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm Aquarius.
Do you have any kids?
Yeah, I got 5 kids.
You really have 5 kids?
Yeah, I got 4 kids. So I got 1 on the way.
Now, after the young man displays what his situation is, she has the opportunity to just move on to further questions, but she doesn't.
Well, why are you calling me looking for somebody else?
Because I got a lot of love to give.
You're not with the woman who's pregnant by you right now?
Yeah, we together, but we looking for somebody else.
Where's she at?
She don't want to go on the camera. She right here.
Can she hear
Say
me?
hi. Say hi, baby.
So at first, she don't even believe the situation. She think that the guy is lying. I can understand that because people call Kendra G's show in basically trolls. But he seems to be telling the truth. In fact, you can hear a lady in the back. But Kendra G wants more information.
I want to see her pregnant stomach.
Why would you want to see her pregnant? Why? She
Because
don't
I
want to
want
be
to
on the
confirm
camera.
that you got a girlfriend that's currently pregnant and she's okay with you finding another girl right now.
All right, hold on. Let me just show you the story. She don't want to see. I'll show you.
Wait a minute. Girlfriend, you can hear me?
So in this situation, she's asking to see the belly. Now, the young lady doesn't want to be seen, for whatever reason that it is. But I mean, she doesn't want to get on to the camera. She wants to verify that, hey, indeed, that she's pregnant. And the guy is starting to get a little irritated.
Can she hear me?
Yeah, she hear you. This is not. Listen, she on the phone with me though.
Wait. Can she hear me?
Yeah, she hear you.
Just tell me if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Yeah. You don't care that he's looking for another woman?
We looking for another one.
Holy cow. You know what? People wouldn't believe it. People don't believe me when I tell them things like this happen.
So the guy is saying, like, why are you worried about all of that? Like, why not worried about me? Like, all the information I'm telling you is checking out, but you're still like being a problem, right? And Kendra G is baffled, and I get it because she would never participate in such a situation, and I can understand her being shocked or bamboozled. But at the end,
I want to know, like, when did it go left? When did he start cussing out? She probably was getting too nosy.
of that, she said something that's very important that we need to figure out.
You know what? People wouldn't believe it. People don't believe me when I tell them things like this happen.
So she just said it herself. Like, people don't believe me when I say things like this happen. So at this point, you've already admitted that the guy is in a polyamorous relationship. It's non-traditional, and people don't believe it because she doesn't believe it. But it is happening. They are adults, it seems. She's okay with it. The guy is okay with it. They're looking for somebody new in their relationship. I know you don't like the fact that he's like 35. He'll also admit in this interview that he basically just got out of the feds in prison. He has 5 different baby mamas and everything else. But just because you don't like it, it doesn't mean that somebody else in, the audience won't like it. Somebody might be willing to sign up for this. I mean, hey, people have done stranger things.
He's right,
But then the next part.
What do you do for a living?
Well, I just came home from the feds. But, I wrote a bunch of books when I was locked up, looking to get them published. I got a story to tell.
How do you make money?
How I make money? I'm an entrepreneur.
What do you do?
I write books. I'm an author. I do a lot of things.
So you sell books?
I'm in the process of doing that, yeah. Crossing over, yeah.
Now, we also find out that this young man is not employed. He doesn't have any real sources of income. And so his particular strategy is seeming to become clear. He's pretty much looking for somebody else that may have an income that can contribute to what he's got going on right there. And Kendra G is a little bit, suspect about it, and I can understand because she's trying to build a brand, and a dusty dude like this is somebody that most women would not like to deal with. But what I've noticed is that when Kendra G has other situations like this, it's okay. Like, let's say, for example, single moms that have 4 or 5 kids, or different situations, she will kind of poke at them a little bit, but not as hard as this guy. She has situations where you have people that are LGBTQ, and she almost never has any issue with them, no matter what kind of relationship they're looking for. But when it comes to this particular guy, she's upset because he has all these kids. He doesn't have any income, and she just feels like, he's a loser, right? And I can understand it, but remember, you are the platform. You have guys like this on Tinder all the time.
Yeah.
So
Not too much.
You're currently
Not too much, like one or two or something like that.
You
like she can't be like with me, matching with me. Like, that's too much.
So she's asking the guy, like, listen, can the women have kids? Is it okay? And he's saying, like, well, they can have 1 or 2 kids, but they can't have as many as me.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f*** you think you is?
So that's kind of bothering her a lot because you won't accept the kind of person that you are, but you want to get better or a better situation. But this is no different than the chicks that come on the Kendra G show that wants a man that makes $300,000 or $400,000 and they have 5 kids by 5 different men. She would never go after them this hard unless the person starts being disrespectful. And you got to notice with this guy, he's really not a rude person. He's not being rude to her. He's not disrespecting her. No matter how much she is trying to like castigate the guy or, crap on him because of his situation, the guy is maintaining form, right? He's not getting involved in her petty stuff. Then he tells the lady that he's married. Now, he's married to the pregnant chick in the background, and he even shows her the ring. Now, instead of her just understanding that his story is checking out and he's not lying about his situation, she continues to antagonize him.
When did you get married?
How you confused? Like, people never got married in jail. We got married as soon as I came home.
Well, I'm asking. I don't.
Yeah,
I'm asking you, when
but
did
you
you get?
acting like there's not a way.
No,
Like you
you
confused.
don't do that. Don't do that. The question is clear. When did you get married?
I don't want to answer that
So you're
question.
not
Next
really
question.
married then.
He's trying to avoid controversy, but she doesn't want to do that. Like, she continues to basically pick at the guy at every chance she gets. Now, at the end of the show, things are going okay. She's finished the interview. She's then trying to make sure that she can get this guy on the dating app. And, he's like, well, okay, I'll join. Can you help me? You can pick me a screen name. Now, all of the other usernames that he wanted to use were already taken. So he says, hey, Kendra, why don't you pick a username for me and then I'll be okay with it.
Pregnant wife just got home from the feds and 4 other women.
But why you so judgmental though? Why you like? What you think you hot or something? You think you hot because you cake up your face with a bunch of makeup and you got somebody else hair on your head with that stupid ass cowboy hat? What you think?
Oh shit!
You think you bad? You trash for real.
I'm
You get up on
trash,
here
but you
judging
called my
people,
show.
talking
You called my
people.
show. Let's get this
You
straight.
So she starts insulting the guy, like, just saying all kind of rude and disrespectful stuff. And then he starts roasting her and talking about, like, what she looks like and, how she presents herself. And again, he was nice the whole entire interview. But, I mean, the fact that she was, like, showing this bias towards the guy, he crashed out and she kicked him off. And I can understand that you don't like people like this. But, again, like, the dating platforms that are doing well are against this sort of judgment. If you want to do this, it's so.
She was trying to be slick. She was really trying to be slick. She really was. She was trying to low key insult him slickly. She was, and he caught it. So then he started going in on her ass. That wasn't uncalled for. You know what I'm saying? She would never tell a woman to do that. Even though, granted, that's some weird stuff. Granted, that's some weird stuff. I don't think no woman in her right mind is gonna take dudes seriously. Although I hate to say it, sisters, he got that street prison swag. Sisters like that. Something about it, I think it hypnotized them. It'll be some chicks reaching out to be a part of that shit. Sad to say, sisters love thugs. So they just, you know what I'm saying? It just it just gravitates to them. They just can't, they can't help it. It's like kryptonite. Hood dudes to women, black women are like kryptonite, dude. They can't resist it. So you'll be amazed. He probably got 10 people, 10 women in his inbox right now trying to get at him. You know what I'm saying? So you crazy as that situation. Looking at that situation, common sense would say red flags. But there's some sisters, ooh, he just got out of prison. That's a turn on, and he got all them baby mamas. That's fun to a lot of sisters. You know what I'm saying? That's drama and shit.
Okay, and our job is to just put you out there and let somebody deal with you or not. Now, the women in the comment section didn't find any problem with the way she treated the guy. Look at Ebony. He couldn't wait to disrespect Kendra. I seen it all in his eyes and his tone. He thought he was going to come on there and have his way. Short-tempered, aggressive Rico married 5 kids, 5 baby mamas. Well, he says he was short-tempered in the interview about some of his flaws. But in this situation, he seemed to be maintaining form as much as he could because Kendra G is just picking at the guy. Pookie, she wasn't judging you. She was telling the raw truth. This is the reason STDs and broken homes are running rapidly in our community. This other individual goes, I got a lot of love to give, so give it to your 5 kids. He did say that during the interview. Another individual goes, he ain't paying no bill, so they're looking for a fool to come pitch in. I would agree. Bruh crashed out. He can't handle his own truth that he chose to share with the world. And this person this is the final boss of Pookie Nation. 4 children impossible, 4 baby mamas an impossible one. Job none, author yes, published no, income no, entrepreneur yes, jailbird yes, Rolling Stone yes, wants to get you in this program yes, has a program no, 5th woman who signed up for a headache and will be calling Kendra to complain to her check, audacity check. All of this, but the reality is that
sad part about it, all them women talking shit probably was hitting him up in his DMs. You'll be amazed. They'll be his ass and talking all that shit in the comments and be hitting his ass up trying to be part of that shit, you know. But yeah, Kendra came at him first though. She came at him first. I think she came at him first, dude. Like, don't do that. And how about fresh out of jail, 4 baby mamas? You know, don't come on. You would never do that to them sisters to be on her damn show. Come on now. That was she was trying to be slick, and homeboy caught that shit. She was trying to insult the man publicly, and he caught it. Yeah, he did the right thing, reading her ass up. You don't do that. Come on, man.
That if you're a professional matchmaker or dating platform, making somebody feel bad about their situation is
Hit the thumbs up button. You're supposed to be non-biased when you run a show like that. You're supposed to be non-biased. You know what I'm saying?
different. Now,
It's done. It's done. This is she could have got a really good. I mean, this is entertaining. Him cussing our ass out. I thought that shit was funny, but this could have been a very educational, entertaining interview had she knew how to conduct it. You know, she trying to. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Kevin Samuels did not have a dating app, right? But again, Kendra G, you do speed dating events. And the problem with this is, and I'm going to tell you like I know, somebody would have been in his inbox, all right? Every time somebody comes to Kendra G's show, it is so many people out there that might be professional or even dusty. And guess what? Somebody would holler at this guy. It's the fact that you don't like the fact that he's, who he is. And some woman has agreed to it. And you were looking for every reason to keep questioning him and to keep poking at the guy when his story matched out. And it matched up. I mean, hey, it's a lot of dusty people on online dating. And I think that to basically come at the guy for no apparent reason when he wasn't being rude or disrespectful to you, it just didn't make any sense. I mean, if you were going to just kick the guy off, just kick the guy off and say, hey, listen, man, you're what you got going on right now. We can't do that. But she continued to go on with the interview just to get it up for content. And I just don't understand, like, what was the whole point of trying to diss the guy when obviously the guy wasn't being rude to you. He was expressing what he wanted, and right now he's getting it how he wants, and you're upset that he's getting it how he wants. Just goes to show you, man, somebody is willing to put up with whatever you got going, even if you don't have much. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Jackson back at it again with an episode.
Y'all subscribe to my boy O'Shea Duke Jackson's YouTube channel. O'Shea Duke Jackson. I like his stuff. Really good content. Go ahead and support him. Subscribe to his channel, O'Shea Duke Jackson. I like to give credit to the creator, content creator. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Charles Arnaz World. Yeah, he went in on her ass. Yeah. She was trying to be slick. She be doing that shit too. With the men, she do that. She try to insult them slickly and read them slickly. And a lot of dudes just kind of laugh it off. Like, oh, Kendra, don't do me like that. And act all goofy. And homeboy wasn't going for it. That's all that was. Homeboy he saw what she was trying to do. This bitch trying to, we associate the fact that I got 5 baby mamas. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on to something. Like, you keep on poking. If I'm trying to find somebody, if I'm genuinely trying to find somebody, if you don't want to be a part of it and it's people that want to be a part of that shit. Crazy as it seems. So your whole thing is, as a show host, is not to be biased. So, just move on with the questions with, hey, this dude trying to find a woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, homeboy asked her what would be a good name, and she gonna say she gonna try to read it, trying to be slick. Yeah, he caught her ass. Anyway, what y'all think about this video? Hit the thumbs up button.
Looking for a professional photographer for your next big event? Need video of your special day? Then look no further. For $100 an hour, have a professional photographer or videographer shoot your wedding, birthday party, quinceañera, bar mitzvah or bat mitzvah, anniversary party, or whatever your special occasion may be. Highlight your event with professional, crisp photos and video. Check out Charles Arnaz Photography on Instagram, as well as book us for your next event. Must live in the Southern California area.
Charles on there as well. We're checking out audiobooks. We're checking out an audiobook by Juicy J from the legendary hip hop group 6 Mafia. 3-6 Mafia. One of my groups I grew up listening to. Let's go and check it out, and I'm gonna come back with my reaction. Hit that thumbs up button.
We were tired of getting burned at our concerts, so we made a show tape, the backing music we performed to at shows, without Coops to Nika, a show tape with no Lord Infamous, a show tape without Crunchy Black. DJ Paul and I also decided that we'd start doing the first verses of our songs, because we knew both of us would make it to every show. Thankfully, the shows kept coming and the albums kept selling. With the success of Mystic Styles and The End, major labels were starting to reach out to us. We flew to New York to meet with Cliff Coltrane and Alan Grunblatt from Relativity Records. The label had an incredible roster at the time, including Common, Fat Joe, The Beatnuts, Eazy-E, MC Ren, Chi Ali, Cocaine, Drew Down, Above the Law, Bone Thugs and Harmony, M.O.P., the Dayton Family, and my old friends, 8Ball and MJG. Paul and I met Cliff and Alan at a restaurant. When they walked in, I thought they looked like Italian gangsters. They even set up the table and sat like it was a scene out of The Godfather. But they were big bosses at a record label. If anything, they were corporate gangsters. What I liked about Cliff and Alan was that they didn't try to take or buy our music publishing. That was unlike every other label we'd ever spoken with. That's how the music industry was set up at the time. But I didn't like that, because I thought the labels were just being greedy. They wanted to have you as an artist and your publishing too. The industry was big on finessing artists. They didn't just try either. They did a great job at it. I never wanted to sell my publishing though. Even then, I was thinking that my publishing would feed me when I was old. But at that time, the major labels wanted to own everything. One of my favorite things was that they owned the studio where they wanted you to record. Then they'd charge you to use the studio to record your songs for them. Relativity did that to us anytime we'd record at Sony Studios. Relativity was a Sony subsidiary. Just like Fab Five Freddy, Cliff and Alan flew down to Memphis. We introduced them to Lord Infamous, Gangsta Boo, Crunchy Black, and Coops to Nika. Everything went well, and since Relativity gave us what we wanted, we signed with them. Cliff was our A&R and main point person at the label. This was our first time having an A&R, a publicist, a national street team, and marketing people pushing us. We were now part of the machine. The great thing about Relativity Records was that, for the most part, they let us do what we wanted to do. Paul and I handled all the music and picked all the singles. Relativity handled the promotion. It was a great arrangement. Our single, Tear the Club Up 97, appeared on Chapter 2, World Domination, our first album released through the major label system. We were excited because, unlike the earlier versions of the song, all 6 members are featured on Tear the Club Up 97. Back in those days, a major label deal was the biggest thing in music. Fans around the country were finally going to get to see all of 3-6 Mafia once the song's video hit the box, BET, and MTV. The extra muscle in the music industry, with the media and retailers, made you a superstar overnight. It was like being a basketball player going from college to the NBA. Whether you end up selling records or not, you have it made. It might be difficult to imagine today, but back in 1997, Southern rap had yet to be taken seriously. Yes, Scarface, Outkast, and Goody Mob were major acts, and Master P and UGK were exploding. but most of the music industry's attention was still focused on artists from the East Coast: Wu-Tang Clan, Busta Rhymes, Mace, Puff Daddy and the Family, Nas, Lil' Kim, Mobb Deep, and the West Coast: Tupac Shakur, West Side Connection, Mac 10. Artists from the South were largely dismissed, even though they had started selling millions of albums. Other than 8Ball and MJG, who had relocated to Houston, no one had broken through from Memphis, which made it harder for us to earn immediate respect, but also gave us an advantage. Memphis didn't have a signature sound to the rest of the country. Because of Memphis' outsider status, I felt like an underdog, a feeling I maintained for most of my life. I always felt like people underestimated me. Given that reality, it felt like my dreams were coming true, just being able to shoot a video in Memphis. Director Mark Klassfeld captured our culture in the video for Tear the Club Up 97. Turning up, that's normal for us in Memphis. But I imagine someone who had never experienced that would have been shocked. They probably had never seen people with masks on and their shirts off jamming to this different type of music and doing our dances. It was so exciting to be able to show the world what Memphis was about. Once the Tear the Club Up 97 video hit, I was hitting my knees every day to thank God. The blessings were coming in waves. An Atlanta-based DJ, DJ Herb, called us up out of the blue. He'd done a booty mix of Tear the Club Up 97. He told us it was blowing up in A-Town and that we needed to do a show there. Every time I'd been to Atlanta up to that point, the music in the clubs was all booty shake stuff, like 95 South, Luke Skywalker, and DJ Smurf. They loved dance music. Atlanta was full of black people, had plenty of black businesses, and the city looked black operated too. I loved seeing black people just chilling and having a good time. All the people there were so cool, especially to us. Coming up in Memphis, I never experienced anything like that. We went to Atlanta and performed at the Gate Club. The reaction was good, but when we did Tear the Club Up 97, the crowd went crazy. That was one of the first times that I thought we really had something that was spreading across the country. Mississippi, Alabama, and Texas started rocking with us even more than before. I knew something bigger was happening. I thought the blessings were coming. While we were in Atlanta, we noticed that they were playing 8Ball and MJG's underground hit, Mr. Big. After 3-6 Mafia's performance, we started noticing Atlanta was embracing more crunk songs like ours. Without knowing it, we'd helped popularize chant music. Some people call it get buck music or crunk music. Regardless, Memphis artists happened to write their choruses in a way where they could easily be chanted by a crowd anytime the record was played in a club or during a performance. 8Ball and MJG did it with Mr. Big. I'd done it with Don't Be Scared, Put a Rubber on the Head. 3-6 Mafia had done it with Blow Your Ass Off, Tear the Club Up, and Get Buck, Motherfucker, among others. We always had turned up fight hooks. Niggas would fight in the club, so we made fight songs. Sometimes things went too far. People would really tear the club up, throwing bottles and chairs and getting into fights every time we performed Tear the Club Up. That was bad business for concert promoters and club owners, so they started putting it in our contracts that we couldn't perform Tear the Club Up at our shows. We did it anyway. Everything was exploding. We got more shows, more money, more girls. Pat was out of jail, and we were all making music. The drugs had been there, but they kicked in a little harder. The hate went up too. After all the love we got in Atlanta, we thought about relocating there in order to get more recognition. We put a down payment on a house, but word about our potential move got to the owner of Cotton Row Studios in Memphis, where we recorded Mystic Styles. He told us that we were about to make a big mistake. He knew we were the only people in Memphis making noise, and that we could really make our name in our hometown. I'd also fallen in love with a girl in Memphis, and I didn't want to leave her. The more I thought about it, though, the more I realized the studio owner was right. If we stayed in Memphis, we'd really be on our way to achieving one of my dreams, to be like Stax Records. Atlanta already had Jermaine Dupri, LaFace Records, and other major players. Once, we even saw Jermaine Dupri standing on the street in Atlanta talking to some chicks. We pulled up on him and gave him our music. He never called us, but later, he told us that he remembered the day when we gave him our CD. Tear the Club Up 97 was our first major hit single, and 3 6 Mafia ended up selling more records than ever before. Relativity helped break us nationwide, and we started getting write-ups in national magazines like Rap Pages. Chapter 2, World Domination, didn't do crazy numbers right away. The sales kept increasing though, going from 20,000 a week to 30,000 a week, and then 40,000 a week. Relativity was excited as they watched the sales keep going up and up. After 8 months, Chapter 2, World Domination, had sold more than 500,000 units, earning 3 6 Mafia our first gold album.
For more of these fascinating stories and true crimes, subscribe to Charles Arnis World. Thanks for watching.
Nonetheless, Terry just unloaded on him, said Martinez. I could see him getting angrier and angrier. I heard your fucking track, Dre said, in Terry's recollection. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, Mr. Ultimate Breaks and Beats, she yelled back, referencing a popular series of vinyl albums containing sample-ready breakbeats. One more fucking word, he added, a threat she ignored. And he punched me in the eye, she said. And when I didn't go down, he punched me in the mouth. He punched her hard, really hard.
For more of these fascinating stories and true crimes, subscribe to Charles Arnis World. Thanks for watching.